So which is it? Once saved, always saved?
I just want to go over Romans chapter 11. It talks about the grafting in of the Gentile alongside with the Jews. As Jews, they earn the salvation first, then comes to the Gentiles. Now, Paul, he uses this imagery of a tree and us as branches that are either cut off or placed in from a wild tree or either cultivated. The cultivated olive tree is representative of the Jews, and the wild olive tree is representative of the Gentiles. So we have this imagery, and he even says you can be cut off as well if you're placed on there. If you don't stand fast in your faith and be humble, not be haughty, if you abide in him, then will your salvation be golden. Even John 15, verses 1 through 5, I believe, it talks about Jesus as the vine. And if you remain in him, you will bear much fruit. And the Father also is like the pruner. He's the maintainer. So he cuts off the bad things. He even cuts off the branches, even in Romans 11. So you can see a comparison as Jesus is the vine and Paul is talking about this tree and us being branches grafted in. Even so, how Jesus was talking about the sheep and that my sheep know my voice and they come to me and they follow me. He's talking about the Jews specifically on that. But the next verse, he immediately broadens it by saying, I have sheep not of this fold. And I believe in Isaiah, it talks about how we are like sheep. And of course, in Revelation, it talks about sheep being separated left, or his right, to the left and goats on the right. And the sheep analogy is more so of the posture of yourself and of your mind. If you look at a sheep, they follow their shepherd, they follow the leader, they stay close together, they eat close by, unlike goats where they're very adventurous and they're kind of solo sojourners. Based on scripture, I don't think once saved, always saved. We always have to put forth an effort. As in James 2, it talks about faith versus works. How faith without works is dead, pretty much. Faith is dead without works. Even in John chapter 10, Jesus said, none can snatch them out of my hand that the Father has given me. And that is true. But man, that doesn't say that you can't walk out of his hand willingly. He doesn't remove your free will once you choose to put faith in him. So you constantly have to put your faith in him. You have to stand fast and actively grow and let go of these things that hold you back. These emotions, these actions, etc.